Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to this presentation. I'm Chun Hao, and today I'm going to propose for a magazine article, Development of Mass Communication Media. So here are the agendas for today. So first, I will be providing a broad outline for the magazine article I've selected. And after that, I will delve into the content, which include 5 pointers. First, centuries of print history. Second, censorship and free press in publishing. Third, from radio to cell phone technology. Fourth, evolving from film and movies to internet, mobile, digital video. And lastly, technology convergence and global publications. So my proposal for this presentation will be on a print article about the rise of mass communications media during the past 200 years. And the content will be shared in a short while. The emphasis is on treatment of print history as well as the evolution of modern internet mobile publishing. This is because it directly parallels the history of the company we are at. So the first topic will be on centuries of print history. 3 of the main prints, which include books, newspapers, and magazines, can be included. So first on books. Although the first printing press came to the colonies in 1638, books were not central to early colonial life. But books and pamphlets were at the heart of colonies' revolt against England in the 1770s. Developments in the 18th and 19th century, such as improvements in printing, the flowering of American novel, and the introduction of the paperback helped make books a mass medium. So next up we have newspapers. Newspapers have been a part of public life since Roman times, prospering in Europe and coming to the colonies in the 1690s. The newspaper was at the heart of the American Revolution, and as such, protection for the press was enshrined in the First Amendment. The penny press in 1833 brought the paper to millions of regular people, and the newspaper quickly became the people's medium. So last we have magazines. Magazines, a favorite of 18th century British elite, made an easy transition to colonial America. So mass circulation magazines prospered in the post-Civil War years because of increased literacy, improved transportation, reduced postal codes, and lower cover prices. Magazines, large readership, and financial health empowerment the miraculous to challenge society's powerful. So next on topic 2, we have censorship and free press in publishing. I suggest we include 3 segments, which include First Amendment, media regulation, and media ethics. So first, on First Amendment. The First Amendment is based on libertarianism, self-righting principle. The absolute position, no law means no law, is not as straightforward as it may seem. Questions have arisen over the definition of the press. What is abridgment, balancing of interests, the definition of libel and slander, the permissibility of prior restraint, and control of obscenity and pornography. We also can include justification for and exercise of media regulation. Media professionals face other legal issues, such as how to define and handle indecent content, the impacts of deregulation, and the limits of copyright. So last on media ethics and its application. Ethics, rules of behavior, or moral principles that guide our actions are not regulators, but they are every bit as important in guiding media professionals' behavior. There are 3 levels of ethics we can include: meta-ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. And ethics requires the balancing of several interests. We can introduce them: the moral agent's individual conscience, the object of the art, financial supporters, the institute itself, the profession, and society. Ethics, rather than regulation, influence judgment about matters such as truth and honesty, privacy, confidentiality, personal conflicts of interest, the balancing of profit and social responsibility, and the balancing of profit and social responsibility, and the decision to publish or air potential offensive content. So the third topic will be on from radio to cell phone technology. So we can introduce the different timeline for radio. So on 1899, Guglielmo radio allowed long-distance wireless communication, and on 1903, Reginald Liquid Spirato made possible the transmission of voices, and in 1906, Lee DeForest audition tube permitted the reliable transmission of voices and music broadcasting. Radio stations are classified as commercial and non-commercial, AM and FM. Radio is local, fragmented, specialized, personal, and mobile. And because of the impact of convergence technology, it has come to radio in the form of satellite and cable delivery of radio, terrestrial digital radio, web radio, podcasting, and music streaming for a number of different types of sites. Digital technology in the form of internet creation, promotion and distribution of music, legal and illegal downloading from the internet, and mobile phone downloading promises to reshape the nature of the recording industry. Personal technologies such as smartphones and tablets reinforce radio's mobility and expand its audiences. And for the fourth topic we have evolving from film and movies to internet, mobile, digital video. So here are the contents I propose you can include in films and movies. So film beginnings reside in the efforts of entrepreneurs such as Edward Muybridge and inventors like Thomas Edison and William Dixon. Photography, an essential precursor to movies, was developed by Hannibal Goodwill, George Eastman, Joseph Nisforn, Louis Daguerre, and William Henry Fox Talbot. Edison and the Lumiere brothers began commercial motion picture exhibition, little more than representations of everyday life. George Miller's added narrative, Edwin S. Porter added montage, and D.W. Griffin developed the full-length feature film. Movies became big business at the turn of the 20th century, one dominated by big studios, but change as soon came in the forms of talkies, scandals, and control, and genres to fend off the depression. Production is the making of movies, increasingly using digital technology. Distribution is supplying movies to television and cable networks, DVD makers, internet streamings and downloading services, and even to individual viewers. An exhibition is showing movies in a theater, increasingly using digital technologies. And these three forms are components of film industry today. And for internet, mobile, digital video, I propose we can include convergence, distribution, exhibition, and the types of technologies. So convergence is reshaping the industry, promising to alter its structures and economics, especially as new distribution models followed by the internet and related mobile technologies became even more common than they are now. Distribution is becoming more complex, getting more movies to more people over more platforms, and exhibition is increasingly out of theater and mobile, but it's still the movies. So different types of technology today can include iPad, iPhone, and even the laptop, and even video game consoles. So for the fifth and last topic will be on technology convergence and global publications. So on technology convergence, we can include broad current trends in mass media and elements of convergence. So encouraged by the internet and other digital technologies, content producers are finding new ways to deliver content to audiences. And all of the traditional media have begun to see either flattening or declines in audience, yet overall consumption of media is all-time highs. And 5 trends that we can include that are abetting this situation include convenience, audience fragmentation, concentration of ownership and conglomeration, globalization, and hyper-commercialization. Convergence is fueled by 3 elements, which include digitalization of nearly all information, high-speed connectivity, and advances in technology speed, memory, and power. For global publications, we can include international mass media, media systems model, and debates about flow of mass communication. So for decades, international mass media took the form of shortwave radio broadcasts, especially in the form of clandestine stations, both exogenous and indigenous. Other exogenous operators are private broadcasters and many countries' external services such as BBC or VOA. And there are 5 main models or concepts we can include, which are Western development, revolutionary, authoritarianism, and communism. There is serious debate about the free and not so free flow of mass communication across borders. The conflict is between those who want the free flow of information and those who worry about the erosion of local culture, a conflict resulting from a technology-created global village. Much of this controversy, however, has more to do with protecting the country's media system from American influence than it does with protecting all countries' cultural integrity. And so for this presentation, I have shared the title of what the magazine article is going to be, as well as the content. The 5 topics include centuries of print history, censorship and free press in publishing, from radio to cell phone technology, involving from film and movies to internet, mobile, digital video, as well as technology convergence and global publications. So for some impacts of technology's determinism argues that technology is the predominant agent of social and cultural change. But it is not technology that drives culture, it is how people use technology. With technology, money too shapes mass communications. Audiences can be either the consumer or the product in our mass media system. So thank you for your attention and have a great day.